Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm going to review, well, it says in the title. And warning, major spoilers. Okay, I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was gonna suck, but it was great. Um, Basically, this explains the origin of Magneto and explains the origin of Professor Xavier and how the X-Men was born. Um, like, I don't know how to begin. Um, The movie opens with Magneto being separated by his mother, like in the first film, and we actually find out what happened after that. We find out that like he was taken to this doctor who turns out to be the main villain, Sebastian Shaw, leader of the Hellfire Club. Um, he tries to get Magneto to activate his immune ability, but he can't, and it ends up with Sebastian Shaw killing his mother, and he ends up really activating his power by killing the guards by crushing their heads with their own helmets. Um, and like we find out that he grows up later on to try to hunt down Shaw because for some reason he didn't kill him, like he killed the guards. But we need a head villain. Um, so yeah, he grows up trying to hunt down and kill him. While Charles Xavier, we find out that him and Mystique actually have a history with each other in this movie. Um, Starting off with them being little kids, Charles is, um, waking up, finding out that someone has, broken into their house, and like he first thinks that that's his mom, but it turns out to be Mystique in disguise. Uh, she's shocked that he's not scared, and says you don't have to, steal the food. You can just take it. We have plenty of food here. Um, and eventually just um, says, you could stay here, and she does, and they become siblings. Um, and later on, Charles would, be a professor in, mutations, and would give out lectures. And eventually, one fateful day when he was partying his ass off, Charles Xavier knew how to party. He ends up meeting with this woman who wants him to, help him out taking down Sebastian Shaw, who is planning to, you guess it, take over the world. And, you know, they find out that Sebastian Shaw has something to do with, has, like, immune abilities, since in that scene we end up encountering Emma Frost, Azazel, and this one guy who I don't know what his name is. He creates tornadoes. He doesn't really say anything. He just creates tornadoes. He's kind of like the Sabretooth in this movie. Um, and she thinks that, Charles might be able to help. And luckily, he does. Um, but on their first attempt to get Shaw, Magneto shows up and he's actually planning to kill him. Both of their plans fail, and they end up meeting each other. They eventually begin create their new mutant team, which confides of Charles Xavier, Magneto, Mystique, Havoc, Angel, Darwin, Banshee, and Beast. Okay. I'm gonna first talk about before I even go further into the story. I have a few problems with some of the music that are chosen in this movie. Like Havoc and Angel, I think it was kind of weird since they're in this point in time. Like it kind of bothers me a bit. But luckily, these actors do a great job that it doesn't take me out of the movie too much. Then we have Darwin, who actually dies in the movie. Like he's barely on the team. He's only like he doesn't even fight. Like he's just there talking to the team when they're planning to get their names. Um, and then he's there when Azazel and Sebastian Shaw and that tornado guy show up, and he ends up making a plan to take them down, and it ends up leading to him getting killed by Sebastian. Really, Darwin really had no reason to be there. Like, I will say this: there are mutant cameos though that were more useful than that. We have cameos like Storm shows up. We have Cyclops. They're there when Charles Xavier uses Cerebro for the first time. We have a cameo that we thought we wouldn't see in here. when Charles Xavier and Magneto are recruiting mutants. I won't say who it is. You probably know who I'm talking about. And I have to say that scene is actually hilarious. It's like that is a like that's actually the most classic comedy bit I have seen in one of those in movies like this. It's a really funny scene. But so kind of bothers me, but that guy's in there for some reason. Um, so yeah, we have the team. The team is starting their training. Well, not exactly. Um, and we end up seeing they end up encountering Sebastian Shaw, leading up to Darwin being killed, and Angel ends up joining them, and we also find out exactly what the plan is. Sebastian Shaw has a plan to make the Soviet Union and the U.S. Fight, and will end with the mutants actually taking over the world. Um, and that's really not all I'm gonna say. Like, I really enjoyed this film. Like, everyone was casted so well in this movie. Like I don't know who did better than the others. Like, they all did a great job portraying their characters. Um, like, the actors that played Charles Xavier and Magneto did a great job um, portraying their two characters. Um, and they really do feel like younger versions of the characters from the first two movies. Um, and speaking of the first two, this movie feels like it could, be in canon with the first two, but doesn't really feel like it could be in canon with the third film. And it doesn't really feel like it could be in canon with the Wolverine film, even though I have some theories on how it still could be in canon. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed this film. Like, there's not much that really bothered me. The action was great. The story arc for each character was really cool, um, and just really well developed. Like, I have nothing really to say about this. I really enjoyed the X-Men First Class movie. That's all I'm gonna say. Next review, I'll be reviewing Flash Rebirth. Goodbye.